Assembly led by Victor Oko-Jumbo has denounced the resolution passed by the Martin Amaewhule-led House that forbids Governor Siminalayi Fubara from using public monies. During Tuesday's plenary session, Oko-Jumbo claimed that the actions of Amaewhule and 24 others whom he identified as former House members were baseless and illogical. He contended that the group lacked both the moral and legal authority to prevent the governor from using taxpayers' money. After Amaewhule and 24 other individuals defected from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives Congress in December 2023, he argued that they are no longer members of the Assembly. Now to discuss this further, I'm being joined by Sheriff Mulade, a Niger Delta activist. Sheriff, you're welcome. Good morning, or rather good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Very fine, thank you. Now, if you tell us what the legal grounds for Victor Oko-Jumbo's assertions are that a Amaewhule-led group lacks the capacity to bar Governor Fubara from spending public funds, we'd be grateful.
Well, first and foremost, I am not a lawyer, so I may not be able to give you the legal perspective to these issues. But however, I also don't want to preempt the judiciary. I heard of the Supreme Court decision over this matter because the issues are in the table of the judiciary. However, as a citizen of Nigeria, as a citizen from the Niger Delta, a resident of Port Harcourt, I felt that it is very important that this issue need to be addressed by the actors of this saga in Rivers State. What the people of Rivers State need at this moment is peace and good governance. And so Martins and Jumbo saga, let me put it that way, is worrisome because these are issues that are already in the court. And we believe that the Supreme Court, in a short moment, we're going to give people-oriented judgment that will give permanent peace to the people of Rivers State. Rivers State at this moment need good governance. So there is no way the Martin-led House of Assembly will say shut down all budget, all financial budget. It is not possible because there is no vacuum in governance. There is no vacuum in the government house of Rivers State. The governor must perform his duty. He is the duly elected governor of Rivers State. So he must carry out his responsibility. And in carrying out those responsibilities, he must judiciously use the resources for the betterment of the people. And yes, today their positions is in contentions in the various courts. So I don't want to preempt it, like as I said. So let the court decide whether they are still members of the House of Assembly or they are no longer members of Assembly because they are defected from the original party that brought them to the House of Assembly. And since they have moved to the other party, it is the Supreme Court that will let us know whether they are still members of the House of Assembly or they have lost their seats.
So, big question here is what options does the Fubara-led governorship now have if they were to follow the resolutions of either factions, whether to use monies, taxpayers' monies, or not to?
Well, first, the governor have the right to use the resources of the state, which is the taxpayers' money, for the development of the state. Like as I said, there is no vacuum in governance. There is no vacuum in the Rivers State House of Assembly. The Fubara is the executive governor of Rivers State. So he must and will use the money for the people of Rivers State and for the development of the state. So that political embargo placed by the Martin's Amaewhule group is baseless, is worthless to the best of my knowledge. And so the governor should do everything within the ambit of the law to serve the people of Rivers. He should concentrate on governance. He should concentrate on peace building in Rivers State, irrespective of every form of provocation, irrespective of every form of harassment, attack, and all that. They are politicians. They know what they are doing. But for us, as a people, it should give dividend of democracy to the people of Rivers State.
So it's a thing where taxpayers' monies gets involved, especially in this case when it comes to River State and governance. In the past many weeks, or I dare say many months, it seems like the state has been left ungoverned while the governor and detractors, in quote, have taken over whatever instance is happening at any time as it continues to evolve. So the big question now is there any end to the debacle that we see from River State? Now it's beginning to involve the people as their taxpayers' money are being, well, it's being tossed around, who gets to spend it or not. Where is the end? Is it in sight at all?
Definitely there is an end to all this brouhaha in River States. And that is very soon. And like as I said, the Supreme Court will going to give people oriented judgment that will lay all this to rest. It's only the Supreme Court. But then our appeal is that Nigerians have hope in the Supreme Court. Nigerians are very patient, waiting for the outcome of the Supreme Court, because it's the Supreme Court that we're going to lay it to rest. Because the actors in this case, they are all holding strong to their position. No one and nobody intend to say, okay, for the masses, for the sake of the masses. For the sake of the masses, the government of River State need to continue to serve the people. And that is why the people elected him. That is why he's ruling. So for now, he should continue until maybe the Supreme Court tell us otherwise.
Well, thank you very much, Sheriff. Glad to have had you here on the news.
Thank you.